Thank you, Trent, for taking some time. Give us a little story about how hyperbaric is affecting you and the family here. Can you tell us a bit about the experience on how it is and how it's progressing in the recovery process?
I'll kind of go back to what happened is my son, we're from Prince George, and we didn't know my son had a traumatic injury in Prince George. He fell 70 feet. And right away, you're on Google or you're asking questions, what can you do for your son? And we found hyperbaric was in journals, and there was a lot about for the inflammation of the brain with TBIs that there was a lot of benefit to hyperbaric. So we're Googling. We thought we'd have to go to the States. We thought we'd have to go to Toronto. We didn't know. And then my wife goes, there's one in Burnaby. And we didn't know there was a state-of-the-art place like this in our province. Well, so we came down here and we've been doing hyperbaric, and right away after a few visits, my son has hypoxic, which is a lack of oxygen to the brain from when the injury happened, bleeding of the brain. And after a week or so of therapy, I noticed he started walking better. So that could be some oxygen going to in regions of the brain and stimulating it and getting him to do some more movement.
Excellent. Yeah, we're seeing very nice progress. We're very happy to see the neurorehabilitation take place as we would want to see it.
Yeah, and it's huge. It's baby steps with that type of injury because the doctors said between 6 and 8 years. We're hoping with hyperbaric and some of the other treatments we're doing, we can speed up the process and we can get him back to where he is before this accident.
Absolutely. It's all about improving the quality of life for both him, but also for the family around him that's supporting it. It's very important.
And we're hoping that, as his life gets easier and he gets more in his recovery, we can go back to where we were as a family.
Yeah.
Because there's so much loss as the accident affected all of us. It's just not him that affected, it affected all our other lives.
The supporting family is important.
Yeah.
Very, very, very important. Yeah. How were your feelings about getting in here initially? Did you, and how has that changed?
At first you just don't know, right? You're looking online, you don't know, and you see the place shows up, and then you're looking at this place, oh shucks, it's here, and then you're inside and you're like, oh my gosh, it's quite the place, and it's quite the chambers. It's not a fabric one you crawl in, you see online. It's medical grade and quite good.
And we're going to tend to Matthew to put it up a little bit. Yeah. Okay.
And son Matthew's in these treatments, and it's great. It's nice and close to where we live in Prince George. Luckily, we have family here.
You had a long travel to come down here, right?
Yeah, we had a little bit of a travel to come here, but luckily we have some family, or we've rented places close by. There's lots of Airbnbs that are close by and places to eat, so everything's quite convenient.
Yeah.
To this, to where you guys are located.
It is a time commitment. You're coming in on a almost daily basis, right?
We come a daily basis. Sometimes we've done weeks at a time. Sometimes we've done months at a time. It just depends on our schedule and where do we want to be in the next benchmark with this treatment.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, so for other people in similar situations, what would you recommend doing here?
I recommend come talk to you, get a consult. Hyperbaric treats not just TBI, it treats a lot of other injuries that are listed on your website, and see what can be done with hyperbaric.
Well, we're very glad that you're here. We're looking forward to see the progress of Matthew.
Yes.
Going forward.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.